A group of Lincoln men visited Ukraine last month to deliver humanitarian help.
They were there for 2 weeks and were able to deliver over 1,000 boxes of food, among other things. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us now with more on their story. Veronica?
4 Lincoln men set out for Ukraine last month for a mission. 2 of them, Ukrainians who returned home where they encountered the reality of war. Now they're back and are sharing their experience. The group of men making the trip had been following the war closely, but being there was something different.
You can see it on the faces of the people that are there as they try to explain what it's been like living under those conditions.
Ian Badir was one of the volunteers who came up with the idea of going to Ukraine. He and his friend Ivan, who is an Ukrainian living in Lincoln, knew they wanted to do something.
I had told him that I felt like God was telling me that I needed to go to Ukraine in person, beyond just financial assistance.
That is how it all started. But as they were in preparations, the team grew.
More gentlemen joined us. Michael, who's also Ukrainian, he goes to Christ's Place Church. And then Pastor Gary Fuller from Gentle Shepherd joined us as well.
The team also included police chaplain Gary Fuller, and with the help of friends, local organizations, and the community, they raised over $30,000. They sent the funds to a Ukrainian church and were able to provide for over 1,000 boxes of food, which in all could make about 20,000 meals. And they were also able to provide some help to soldiers.
So we brought personal first aid kits with us to give to the soldiers. And we also donated things like body armor, some of which was provided by the local Lincoln Police Department here.
They also provided construction materials for people affected by war artifacts.
So there was a specific family that we visited down in Kherson, and they had just built their house 3 months before the war started. Then the war starts, and a rocket went right through their roof, as you saw in the video. And so one of the things that we prepared for them were supplies to build a new roof for their home.
There they also visited a church just blocks away from the war front.
So that's when, just later that day, there was shelling going on, in the sky. And that's where you realize, oh yeah, I'm in a war zone now.
Badir says it was very emotional to see from the perspective of the Lincoln men who are originally from Ukraine, going back home and seeing the war destruction with their own eyes. Badir says none of this was possible without the help of volunteers and the community. He says people in Lincoln are always willing to help others. Lincoln Police and the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office also provided the men some protective gear. For more on this story, you can visit KLKNTV.com.
I'm glad their visit, they were safe and back home now. Thank you so much for bringing us their story.